Before we get into that, I want to know, what was y'all's initial thoughts?
Ooh, you really want to know my original thoughts?
Yes, I want to know. I don't care if it's I want to know what y'all thought about me.
Shot her. I'm just being honest. You know what I mean?
If you paid attention, the stylist said, I packed that gun in their bag several times, right? I've been telling y'all for like 6 months to a year, Tory coming back, DNA ain't his. I've been telling y'all that. People think I'm capping. It's a tape out there too, but the parents of the child didn't clear. But now you got the driver, security guard coming to the table saying, I witnessed her fire 3 shots. Tory jumped out, knocked the gun out of her hand, the gun went off again.
What's good? What's the word, everybody? You already know the vibes. Your boy Day back at it again. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more content. And we're gonna get right to it. I like interjecting in the video, so I'm gonna let y'all know again. If y'all don't like it, please exit the channel, or most likely I'll probably put the link below for y'all to check out the full video. So thank you very much, and let's just get to it.
Tory Lanez is another one of them people when I was coming up, like that was one of them.
That was my
music
brother, man. I talk to Tory every week.
We had the only interview with Kelsey. We sat down with her, we spoke to her. She asked me a question in that interview. She said, let me ask y'all a question and flip it on y'all real quick.
It's like 45
Who do you think
minutes.
shot her?
Before we get into that, I want to know, what was y'all's initial thoughts?
Ooh, you really want to know my original thoughts?
Yes, I want to know. I don't care if it's I want to know what y'all thought about me.
Shot her. I'm just being honest. You know what I mean?
And what did you say?
I was like, damn, I was like, don't ask me because I'm the honest one. Like, I don't know.
Who did you think shot her?
I said, you.
And what she said?
So she was like, you're entitled to your opinion. Okay. I was like, but based off this conversation, maybe I'm wrong, but.
See, what Tory went wrong, he didn't go wrong, is when he made that jail call and he told Kelsey that I'm sorry for everything that happened. He wasn't talking about the shooting. He talking about, I've been sexing on y'all. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't talking about the shooting. If you paid attention, the stylist said, I packed that gun in their bag several times, right? I've been telling y'all for like 6 months to a year, Tory coming back, DNA ain't his. I've been telling y'all that. People think I'm capping. It's a tape out there too, but the parents of the child didn't clear. But now you got the driver, security guard coming to the table saying, I witnessed her fire 3 shots. Tory jumped out, knocked the gun out of her hand, the gun went off again. But it's 2 DNA tests that says 100% not Tory Lanez, that they never submitted to the defense attorney during the trial.
And his confidence through it said a lot to me. Like, he wasn't just regular confident. He's like, I think, I could share my opinion, right? I'm an outsider. I always thought that Tory didn't want the label snitch. And he also knew that he did wrong in the fact of, I fucked her and I fucked her too. So I ain't trying to do it. I'll be cleared because my shit ain't on that gun. And he was like, let's see what happens.
That's it.
And he got caught.
Yeah, he was like, when the law does its thing, they're going to see it wasn't me. But they railroaded him. You know what I'm saying? So, they tell Tory that he don't like
your citizenship and all that.
Yeah, he's safe from being killed. And then he stopped a mother from going to jail, Kelsey, right? But talking to Tory when he was in there, he said, Wack, everything happened for a reason. I'm a Canadian dude in a penitentiary in California, but yet I've been able to help dozens of men get back to court on appeals on cases they've been railroaded. He said, I think I'm the sacrificial lamb. I was the one needed to come back to this place to help these people. Who probably need to be free more than me. Said, although I'm locked up, I still make millions of dollars. I'm still cool. My kids are still taken care of. But some of these men in here, family won't be good unless they're there. So
I ain't gonna hold you, man. Y'all gotta put the air conditioner on. Wack 100 sweating like crazy over there right now, bro. Keep it going, bro.
He figured like maybe I was placed here. I know I'm gonna get out before the 10, but maybe I was placed here to help some people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I got some friends that know I'm a huge Tory Lanez fan, and they're not Tory Lanez fans. And they hit me with the, if people really with Tory in there, he got stabbed up 14 times. His people would have looked out for him. They don't care about him. If it was some beef, they got it cleared, and his people set him up.
No. That shit came from up higher up. That wasn't no prison shit. That wasn't no yard shit. That wasn't none of that. His appeal was already in. Friday, the defense attorney turns in a statement of the dude identifying Kelsey as a shooter, and Monday he get hit by a dropout. Let me tell you something, that's a level 3 penitentiary. You have a gun tower, you got 2 correctional officers on the floor. When each wing is unlocked, in order to hit that dude 14 times, it should have been 2 or 3 people on him. It was 1 person on him. The gun tower never shot, it was no correctional officers on the floor. Nobody was there all of a sudden. You right? So I'm listening to Tory dad talking. I believe Tory's covered because most people, he got his lungs punctured.
Yeah.
There's a tape that will be coming out. I had somebody watch the tape that's in there that gave me a description of what they was watching. another correctional officer. I got a homeboy that worked in one institution, called one of his partners that watched the tape. Dude grabbed Tory's hoodie and started hitting him. Only thing saved Tory's life is he slid out the hoodie.
Damn.
Grab your hoodie, slid out of it, and when he slid out of it, he started running, and dude was chasing, hitting him, and by that time, correctional officers showed up. Think about it. So where was they all? Where was the COs at when he kicked off? Where was everybody at? You know what I mean? So, he survived it. I don't believe they'll send him back to the penitentiary. I believe if done right, they'll release him probably with an ankle monitor to fight his appeal. Going back to LA County is a threat. You know what I mean? Because if that DA, that case is overturned, Tory's case then becomes case law, case study. Right. And everybody that DA's convicted could come down on an appeal. Now we're talking about $1 billion lawsuit. Yeah, that's worth getting rid of somebody.
Yeah.
Right. We are in America. Underestimate nothing.
Do you think that there's going to be some retaliation inside of that prison?
Definitely. That's just how they go.
Yeah.
The dude that did it, when he gets to the shoe program, they're going to take his life because he didn't complete the task.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Now, I'll say this, right? What he just stated right now, saying that they're going to take the dude out. If they do take that dude out, it's going to be a bit suspicious now, because the question that's going to basically go around is saying that, okay, who sent him? Did somebody really send him? Because they took him out. But then again, another excuse could be that, he tried to take Tory out, and then all of the black communities of people that's in there came together to take him out, right? And I'm not saying we condone that. For YouTube purposes, we will keep it respectful. But I will say this, though. If Tory Lanez beat this situation, he coming for that DEA. Literally. It's just like Wack is stating right now. If he beat that, I think he should. You feel me? I think he should. That's through their asses, man. They took years away from you and your family, your son, and a lot of people. So at that point, I'd say, man, sue their ass and get whatever you can out of it. And I think they should. If Megan lied, I'm not even saying if Megan lied. She lied already. We've seen it on camera. She lied a lot of times. She need to be in jail for lying. That's what it is, man. Like, we have to hold false accusers accountable, man. Let's continue this shit real quick.
You know what I'm saying?
So, like, with all that is going on inside of that prison, obviously for Tory Lanez, do you feel like he'll be received well when he comes home? Like, do you think
what? He ain't never have to rap again if he don't want to. He got a movie, he got a series, his music, he got a movement. Tory Lanez been already setting up companies while he's been there. Meg gonna have to pay him. Everybody gonna have to pay him.
You think Meg would ever get to a place where she could apologize to him for all this shit that happened?
Or
do you think that labels are
she's gonna, Rock Nation takes a hit. They only guilty of supporting their client. Yeah, that's a fact that I think Meg will get to a point where she'll issue an apology. I'm gonna be real.
They're not gonna hold her
Meg
accountable.
even knows what happened that night.
Facts.
I think she was at a level of intoxication that she blacked out.
Yeah.
She thinks this is what happened.
Yeah, I don't think she really knows. You know what I'm saying? So we seen her lie. She lied on Gail's show. You know what I'm saying? Admitted to that. And I believe she's gonna break down, cry, and issue an apology. But that ain't gonna stop Tory from owning her catalog and everything else she got.
It's gonna be 5-7 years from now. When everything kind of cools down, she's gonna do a sit down 60 minutes.
The hate Tory got for what they thought he allegedly did, she won't get half that hate for railroading that band for saying he did something he didn't do. That's the world we live in.
Right. Ooh, that made my blood boil just a
I'm
little
ready
bit.
for him to come home, man. I feel like
That's the fact, because although it's known that she lied, people are still not holding her accountable. You feel me? Like, her fans are going above and beyond just to be like, nah, believe her, believe her, believe her.
all this.
It showed that this girl lied on numerous occasions. There's no shell casing near the vehicle, no shell cases inside of the vehicle, no blood found inside the vehicle. You hear what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of strange how like people are just still trying to defend her. Bro, the lady lied in 4K in front of everybody in the world, but still, it's like people are so hard of a diehard fan that they will believe anything. There's videos of her basically stepping on the glass. There's video of her dropping the bottle when she opened the door of the car. She dropped the bottle dropped on the curb. She stepped out. Her first step was on the street. Second step on the curb. Then steps on the bottle. And then start basically reversing back, walking backwards. And then that's when you start seeing her limp. But that video to y'all is like, oh nah, but nah, man. Nah, she still got shot. Hey, listen, we don't know. We don't know. That's still debatable, which is why I'm saying from that video in itself, it gives it reasonable doubt. You feel me? The possibility could be that she walked on a glass, which is what was shown on the video. Could it be a possibility that maybe shots were fired? I believe so. Could it be a possibility that maybe a fragment, she stepped on a fragment, or maybe the fragment hit her? That's believable. But to say that, yo, like, this dude shot her, there's really no evidence showing that he shot her. And she's not gonna be held accountable. That's the crazy part.
Inevitably protecting black women. Two, almost cost him his life.
Yeah. And shout out to my boy Speedy, because my boy Speedy from Hard Time Hustle, that's his brother, and he really took this hard. You know what I'm saying? And he's still taking it hard. That's his brother. Like, he loved him to death. So shout out to my man Speedy. Yeah, you know, every step of the way, Speedy been there. That's why all that talking about the people turned on him, it wasn't gonna happen. You had too many people in place that was there with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's some real people behind those walls that was making sure things was good. But, you know, when something high above you send a torpedo, you know, then employed the mailman, you know what I'm saying?
I get out the way.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't want to get into that, but a lot of people are saying it's Rock Nation, Rock Nation,
No,
Rock
I ain't got
Nation.
nothing to do with Rock Nation. Rock Nation don't give a about no case study. You know, Rock Nation, all they're gonna do is go into damage control for their client. You know, for Rock, if you find Rock Nation guilty, then I'm guilty for showing up the Blueface trials. That's what they're supposed to do. That's their client.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so they didn't do nothing that what they supposed to do, not show up to support.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is the LA County case. You know, if they're saying Rock Nation got influence over the DA's office, then that's kind of a reach.
Now, first up, I appreciate you for coming through straight from Columbia.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Again, I really wanted this interview to happen because, again, there's like so much.
No, funny, he not lying though. Rock Nation not really gonna face anything with this whole situation. They're gonna walk free. And from the way I see it, I think most likely Rock Nation would probably just cut a bunch of ties with her and be like, listen, man, we was not aware. We just only went off of what she told us. And from what we saw with numerous videos and lives, we know that she drinks a lot. You know what I'm saying? And we know that she becomes a different person when she drinks. So even with that interview when she was saying that she never hit anybody while she was with speaking with Gayle King in the interview, that was a complete lie. She's known to crash out when she's drunk. You feel me? And it's been seen, it's been shown on live. She's been bugging out. The same friends that she was friends with during that time or before that time, she's no longer friends with a lot of them. So we see all of these things on display, and it's not as if like people are just going around looking for it. These are her going on live, showing these things, or going to social media, going at it with these people, even making a diss track on her friend. So these are things that she just do. All right, so but let's continue though.
Misinformation that be going on the internet, and then people kind of like size us up for being the wrong people. And really, I really am just a good dude that be having. You know, I decided to open up a platform because I wanted to sit
what
down
it
and
is,
talk
I
to
think
people.
you giving another perspective. You feel like it's 100 podcasts out there that's gonna ask the radical crazy shit.
Yeah,
so I think your approach is trying to get into the deeper emotional side of a situation when it comes to a person.
Yeah.
That's probably your approach. So I get it. It's like that's your way of being different.
Yeah.
It's a lot of people it's a lot of traffic out there. So you like it's my lane. You know, I can cross over there, but everybody's over there.
Yeah. Now, with somebody like yourself, you're such a polarizing figure. I'm sure that part of you, one of the things that I keep saying and I've always said is I would hate to actually be a celebrity. Like, I like the J-list celebrity I am at right now.
I don't consider myself, people
But they
tell
know
me
you
that,
all
but
over.
I don't move like that. I don't consider myself that. Like, people know me, they be like, yeah, bro, he don't be on that. Like today, my wife said she wanted some canes or whatever that shit fries, right? So I go over there, I walk in, the whole kitchen looking at me. Oh, yeah, how y'all doing?
Yeah.
They said, "Are you Wack 100?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Could we get a picture? I'm like, "Yeah, cool." They like, "Yo, man, you cool as where all your people at?" I said, "You know what you mean?" You know what I'm saying? I don't forget Wack. None of my people. You got some real people over there behind me. That's some real individuals that come on some real shit. You know what I'm saying? That got real plugs and real reach, but we all move normal. Like, we don't let that get to our head because the people are saying you this or that. That ain't gonna blind us because we don't forget where we come from. And we know we can slip and be right back there.
Right. I mean, shit, you've been doing this for a long time.
You know what I'm
learn
saying?
how to navigate.
Y'all remember when 600 was signed to Don King?
Yeah.
And he was going back and forth with Don King getting out of shit. And for a year, right? He made one call. I got the call. That man right there. At the time was negotiating a $300 million deal for Don King's catalog, fight catalog. Called him, he sat out with Don King, and in 2 weeks we had to release.
Wow.
So you can have some real big fish in the room. You never know it with me because we cool. Like we ain't never stepping in nothing, want you to feel litter in us. Cause guess what? It's some things you know, some things you do that we don't know that we don't do. Right. So we want to figure those things out to see how we can plug those in to empower us even more. And then guess what? Now you gain access to the things that we've been doing.
Yeah.
It's just how it works.
Another person I was a huge fan of is Drake the Ruler.
Yeah, that's nephew. Good dude.
Do you feel like if you were there that night, when his life was taken, he would still be here?
He'd have been alive. We waited for him. We waited for him. Like, I don't know what he was doing. We waited for him. We was 100 deep in there, literally. And we waited for him. And we like, bro, like, I got the game here, bro. Game waited. We all waited. I said, yo, bro, Drake coming in. Let's make sure he get in and get out. And we like, where he at? You think it was moving like he was?
So we're going to cut it short over there. Yeah, people. So that in itself is very self-explanatory. I will be putting the link of the Dancer Project's video in the description for everybody who want to go ahead and watch the full video. But the case is getting more heated. It's getting more intense. And by the days that pass, we're just finding new details out of the case. Things that were just waived throughout the prosecution. So from what Wack was saying is he's just suspecting that the DA was the one who really put the fuel on that fire to really push things out to get Tory locked up, which we can see how that will go. It will backfire for that DA if he's able to beat this whole situation and get out, because now it's going to just lead to a major investigation on them, and it could free a lot of people that DA basically incarcerated. So that shows a lot, man. So you can see why they're just suppressing a lot of evidence and they're not trying to like really allow Tory Lanez to really get a say so. You feel me? But it's getting more intense, man. So thank you very much for tuning in. If you want the full video, the link will be below for you to go see that. So thank you very much. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification button for more content. And we're out. Deuce.